What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video we have our cover athlete for MLB The Show 21. It is Fernando Tatis Jr. I'm very glad that Fernando Tatis Jr. was selected to be our cover athlete. I feel like he is the most marketable athlete in baseball since Ken Griffey Jr. He's just got all the swag. He's a great player. I'm really excited that he's going to be on the cover of MLB The Show 21. Now in this video, we're going to share all the information that has been released that you need to know if you're thinking about purchasing the game, if you're hyped for this upcoming baseball season. When they release news, I'm going to make a video on it, and I'm going to drop my commentary as someone that's been in the community for a really long time. I feel like I can help people out just dropping my commentary and insight on some of the stuff that has been released and kind of give you a deeper dive, and also give you a forum in the comments section to talk with people about the game, to get hyped up about the game. If you have a comment, leave it down in the comment section below, or if you, I should say, if you have a question, leave it down in the comment section below, and I will do the best, do my best to answer it. And if you are one of my subscribers on my YouTube channel, feel free to chime in as well. I know a lot of you guys are really smart, know a lot about the game as well, so help out some of the newer players that might be getting the game for the first time this year, or might be coming over from the Xbox folks. Welcome aboard. We're glad to have you a part of the community. If you've never played this game before, it's an excellent baseball game. It's very fun. I can't recommend it enough. Definitely check it out this year. If you're a baseball fan, you're gonna love the game. I mean, that's pretty much how I've always kind of viewed it when people ask me about, like, should I get the game, you know, maybe I'm streaming on Twitch and I'm like, should I get this game? It's like, do you love baseball? Yeah, I do. Pick it up. It's definitely, you know, the friendships that you'll meet across this game in the community, you know, it's like more than just the baseball game itself. It's like the baseball community. So if you're looking for a way to reconnect through baseball, definitely pick up this game. And what's sweet about it this year is not only is it going to be just on PlayStation, it's going over to Xbox as well. It's going to be on the Xbox Series X. It's going to be on the PlayStation 5. It's going to be on the Xbox One, and it's going to be on the PS4. And I apologize if I don't say the Xbox Series X. I believe it's like the Xbox Series S. So if I don't say that perfect quite yet, I'm going to get better at it. I've been a PlayStation guy, so I'm trying to get better at you know, the stuff for the Xbox as well. But welcome over, folks, from Xbox. We got two things here. We got the current gen standard edition. You can pre-order digitally, you can pre-order physically already, and you got the next gen standard edition, a little bit more expensive. You can pre-order digital, you can pre-order physical. These are prices in the United States as well. I believe it's a little bit more in Canada, so keep that in mind. Again, man, the cover art just looks fantastic, especially I'm partial as a PlayStation guy to the PS5. Like, that just looks fantastic. That is some beautiful looking stuff right there. Man, now I'm just getting more excited and just making the video. Let's talk about the release date too. Pre-order release date, I believe, is going to be on the 16th. I'm not sure if that's going to be what the collector or digital edition, and then the standard edition will be out on April 20th. We're gonna have more details on that as it comes out, as it rolls out. This is a state of the year where we just get little droplets of information. You know, there'll be stuff about franchise, there'll be stuff about Road to the Show, there'll be stuff about Diamond Dynasty, which is like the MUT. It's like the My Team. That's the version of the game that I make the most content on personally. I love playing Diamond Dynasty, so I make content on that. But what they'll do is they'll just, you know, pitch out little bits of information about the new game modes and that kind of stuff as we get closer to the release date, to hype things up and all that kind of stuff. So this is pretty much like day one of that. This is pretty much like day one of that. It used to happen, you know, a couple months in advance, but this is a big undertaking for them this year, bringing it to new platforms and all that kind of stuff. So as far as your ability to play across platform, let's just go ahead and hop over to some frequently asked questions. So here's some frequently asked questions that they put up on their website, and I wanted to read this to y'all. So will MLB The Show 21 have year-to-year saves? That's one of the first things they have at the top. It says no, year-to-year saves will not be supported in MLB The Show 21. We do not have anything to share about this feature's future, but we're aware of its popularity in the community. What we had in MLB The Show for a long time, and I wouldn't think that this stuff would carry over, is we had like basically for your jerseys, you know, people can create logos and that kind of stuff, and they upload it to the cloud or the vault or whatever, and you can download them and make your uniforms look however you want. I think they're kind of getting rid of all that, and when they're getting rid of that, they're probably getting rid of like all the rosters and all that kind of stuff. What I imagine that they're doing from a technical standpoint is creating a new database that lets people from Xbox and PlayStation all connect into one big database where we draw all the information, like where we get our cards for Diamond Dynasty. It comes from that, and like they're probably just starting with a completely fresh and new one after using last gens for a long time. I just could see that's where they're going with that. Will cross saves be a part of MLB The Show 21? Yes, saves between platforms will be a part of MLB The Show 21. We'll be sharing more details on how to enable cross saves prior to launch. So that's kind of what I feel like they're doing now. It's like, here's this new cloud where we can pull information to all the different systems. If I buy a current gen standard edition of MLB The Show 21, is there an upgrade path to the next gen version? So no. However, if you purchase the collector's edition of MLB The Show 21, you will receive both the current and next gen versions of the game. So that goes back to over here. We got the next gen standard edition, we got the current gen standard edition. If you purchase the standard edition, you're not going to get an upgrade. But with this collector's edition and the digital deluxe edition, there's going to be more information on that in about 2 days. I'm recording this on February 1st, so there's going to be more information about that. Basically what they're talking about with that, and it's going to be in a lot of the frequently asked questions. You know, if you get the game, if you haven't been able to get the PS5 or the Xbox Series X quite yet, you have the old gen of the system, but you're planning on getting it on in the future, maybe the collector's edition is going to be the route, because you're going to be able to take your team from the collector's edition from the old gen and move it to the new gen. You'll still have like all the cards and all the progress that you've had so far. So that's going to be something that you're going to want to do, and we'll talk about that more. Does the next gen version include the current gen version as well? Users who wish to have access to both the current gen and next gen versions of this game should get the collector's edition of MLB The Show 21. If you have an next gen, I really don't know why you would need to have this for any you know, like when I got my PlayStation 5, I took my PS4 and I packed it up in the box, and it has not, I can't think of really any reason why I would take out my PlayStation 4 now, because like you can already play the PlayStation 4 games on the PlayStation 5. I have a removable hard drive. I always go digital with my games. I stopped buying discs about 3 or 4 years ago. I just store them all on the external hard drive that's connected to my PlayStation. So I can already play all my PS4 games over there, so I really don't need to have the PS4 version of the game on PS5. So I don't know in particular, maybe there's a special situation where you would need to have it on multiple platforms. Maybe you have a PS5 at one spot and a PS4 at another spot, something like that. But yeah, I can't really think of why you would need that if you have the next gen consoles. Will the collector's editions include an upgrade? The collector's editions will include access to both current and next gen versions. If you purchase a digital collector's edition, you will receive entitlements for both the current and next gen systems. If you purchase a physical collector's edition, you will receive a current gen disc with a next gen digital entitlement. What is a digital entitlement? It's probably like a code that you plug into the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store, and it's just gonna, you know, it's a little code, and then it lets you get the digital version of the game. Basically, I own a next gen system, PS5 or Xbox Series X. Can I buy a collector's edition? All of MLB The Show 21, all of MLB The Show 21's collector's editions come with dual entitlement and come with access to current and next gen versions of the game. This is the case for both physical and digital collector's editions. Okay. General, how many platforms is MLB The Show 21 going to be available on? PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PlayStation 5. So I think this means no Nintendo Switch, no PC. That's not in play for this year. Cross-platform play available on all platforms: PlayStation to Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5 to Xbox One X, etc. Yes, online crossplay is available across platforms: PS5 to Xbox Series X and PS4 to Xbox One, as well as within console ecosystems: PS4 and PS5 and Xbox Series X and Xbox One. So it sounds like if you have the PS5, you're going to be able to play against Xbox Series X, and you're going to be able to play against PS4, but I don't think you're going to be able to play against Xbox One. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. And then Xbox One, you'll still be able to play against other PS4 players, and you'll be able to play against Xbox players. So it's kind of like, and PS4 won't be able to go against Xbox Series X. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. I'm not sure, that and's a little bit confusing, but interpret it how you will. But that's kind of what I'm feeling from that. I feel like I'll be playing against mostly Xbox Series X players, and I'll be playing against PS4 players. I do have a lot of confidence in the tech and how this is going to work, like I said, because I've already been playing the PS4 version of MLB The Show 20 on PlayStation 5 against people that have PS4s. So I feel like it's going to be, from a technical standpoint, hopefully it's going to be really smooth. I mean, you gotta imagine it's the first time that they're trying this, and once it gets applied to like such a big scale, things happen. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, but if that goes across seamlessly, I have a good feeling it'll go pretty well in that regard. Can I use stubs purchased on Xbox on PlayStation or vice versa? No, stubs purchased can only be used on the platform they are purchased on. Subs earned through gameplay, however, are available to use on any platform. So if you get subs, if you get subs from in-game rewards, like doing challenges and stuff like that, just kind of like building your team like you would through some of these card building modes, that's cool. But if you purchase the stubs, they only go to the platform that you purchase them on. Can I play against users on different consoles? Yes, you can play against other players who are on different consoles, including all console generations. An active PlayStation Plus, you need the PlayStation Plus, and you need the Xbox Live Gold to play online. Okay, so those are some frequently asked questions. Let's hop over here to this blog from Ramon Russell. Ramon's the man. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Like I said, it launches on April 20th, 2021. Here's some of the pricing. Standard edition on current gen console is $59, 79 Canadian, $59 in the GPB, and $69 in looks like Europe. On next gen consoles, it's $69 or $89 Canadian. So that's pretty much your price range, 69 and 79 respectively, in GPB and Europe. What's a GPB stand for? If you're watching from the GPB, say what's up. Say what's up. We're excited to share that. It's a very exciting moment. It is an exciting moment. I'm excited for the development staff. It's just gonna double their user base, and I'm excited for the Xbox folks as well. Like, I believe it's been a while since like the 2K games where you had like a solid baseball game, and I'm really glad that the show's going to multiple platforms, because it would, if I had Xbox and like I couldn't play a baseball game, like that would be, I don't know, just like some of the stuff that's been rolled out. I don't want to say anything that's like negative about that kind of stuff, but it's just like, I'm really glad that people on Xbox are going to get to experience the show, because it's like, it's a good baseball game, man. Like it's a good baseball game. Cross-platform play and cross progression, we talked a little bit about that. Let's see, feature premieres. This is basically how they're gonna roll out some of their new information. They'll be doing Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook live streams. They kind of invested in like a streaming type of thing, and they do a lot of like live streams and stuff like that throughout the year, which is I think we're getting more and more accustomed to with games and stuff like that. They like to broadcast their new content and reach out to the community, stuff like that. Man, that cover looks amazing. You know, we kind of covered about like the 5,000 subs is not a lot by any stretch of the imagination, or 10 packs. It's more about just like having the game like day one. That's kind of like the reason that you would pre-order. It's kind of strange, like how it's like, can you not get it digitally? So I don't know. There's gonna be wait to pre-order probably a little bit until we get to see the two. You know, there's gonna be more versions of the pre-orders that are available, so just wait a little bit. We'll have some more information on that in 2 days. If you're really excited and just want the standard edition, go ahead and pre-order now, but there will be some other versions if you want to see what they are before they roll out. And that's what's talked about right here. The collector's edition reveal on February 3rd. I'm sure some of our diehard fans are wondering, where's the collector's edition? Wednesday, we will reveal the collector's editions for MLB The Show 21 and all of its content. And then again, there won't be, if you get the standard edition, there's not going to be that upgrade path from current gen to next gen. So I feel like, you know, if you got the current gen, if you got PS4 or you got the Xbox One, standard edition probably won't be the best idea unless you just plan on playing on that console. If you plan on, if you just haven't been able to get the new consoles yet, again, just I wouldn't go with the standard edition. You're gonna go with the other one so you can bridge your stuff over, especially if it's only like 20 or 30 bucks more. It's gonna be worth it because you don't want to start from scratch and all that kind of stuff, and you'll get it on both games. This is pretty sweet. So they're really excited about that. Let's go ahead and talk about let's see, I'm gonna move myself in this camera over to the left side so we can read this a little bit better, or you can read along with me. This is from the PlayStation Direct blog. This is all new MLB The Show on the show experience. Host of the new feature. So we got a host of all new features that give you complete control. For the first time, take your ball player from Road to the Show and use him in other game modes. Now your ball player can be a two-way star. So that's huge news. That's huge news. You're gonna be able to take the guy from. That's gonna get a lot more people playing Road to the Show, and Road to the Show is already super popular. What Road to the Show is, it's basically like My Career if you played like 2K, and I'm not sure what it would be in Madden. But it's like you start off in the minor leagues and you make your way up to the majors, and you know, you talk to, there's little moments where you talk to other teammates on your team and that kind of stuff, and you just have a creative player. If I hop back over to the game, like what a creative player looks like in this game currently and what it's been for a while, as you can see over on the left side of the screen, like that's my creative player, but he was not brought over from most of the show. It's just something where you did a couple of creative player missions to, you know, get them. You did a couple of creative player missions within Diamond Dynasty to like level them up and all that kind of stuff. But this is actually going to be going into this sounds like we're going to take the player from the Road to the Show mode. If I can even if I can find Road to the Show, it's right over here. But you're gonna be able to take that player and use him across game modes. And I'm not sure if we're gonna have multiplayer online yet. You know, it's always been 1-to-1. We do have multiplayer online for Home Run Derby. You know, multiple players can play in one thing, in one lobby, but we really haven't had anything but 1v1 in this game for a long time. If you go back like a few years back, you could actually play on the same team, I believe in like some kind of franchise type of thing. But it's gonna be interesting if that, you know, a lot of people have been wanting quote unquote sandlot mode. There's no like real term for it, where you could take a player and go to like the park or go to like mud squads or something like that. So we're gonna have to see what other game modes it's going to be. I imagine it's Diamond Dynasty, but I'm not sure. We're gonna have to get more information about that, but that's really exciting news. Enjoy updates to franchise and March to October modes, which empower you to make better decisions for the future of your club. Hopefully franchise gets a lot of stuff. I'm not a franchise player. I play strictly Diamond Dynasty. I mean, I really barely ever go into franchise at all. But there are a lot of people that do love franchise. That is what they love to play. Excuse me if there's like some noise in the background. It just went to the cut scene here. So hold on one second. I'm just gonna cut the video when I edit. But yeah, there's a lot of people that love franchise just across sports game modes, and I don't want to see it get left in the dust. It needs to be continuously upgraded. It's very important to have it still be a thing for the people that like to play it. I feel like, you know, as a Diamond Dynasty player, and I feel like, you know, the guys that play MUT and the content creators, if we don't step up and say like, hey, keep doing stuff for franchise, you know, it's important for us to say that. So I just wanted to say that in regards to that. March to October is basically like a shortened franchise where you just kind of do what it sounds like, a March to October, and you can kind of it's just kind of like a one season condensed franchise, and when you play it, it actually helps out with some challenges in Diamond Dynasty as well. So it's kind of like a, if you don't have time to just get into the nitty gritty of a 10 to 15 season franchise and you just kind of want that 1 year experience, that's what like March to October is for. In Diamond Dynasty, we have streamlined programs to provide clear goals and more rewards based on how you play the game. Sounds good. New to MLB The Show this year is gameplay styles, along with new gameplay onboarding tutorials to help users learn the game. Casual is an easier, fun pick up and play experience with an emphasis on learning the game. Simulation is authentic MLB experience that plays true to player and team ratings. Competitive is user stick skills reign supreme, our online head-to-head default. So if you're just getting into it, you know, and you just want like a baseball game to chill and play, it's here for you. If you want simulation, if you just want to kind of have that offline experience, where you're not like worried about going online and sweating out every single game, and you want that real authentic MLB experience, it's here for you. And I think casual will be like, I could see that being a part of some Diamond Dynasty stuff as well. And then for the people that want to hop online and they just want to go out there and they do want to do this, they want to get down and play, they want their stick skills to matter. That's going to be the competitive online feel. So it's really covering the casual players, the hardcore players that want to play really intense games and get that competitive juices flowing online. It's got the simulation for the franchise. All of that stuff sounds really, really good. And you know, instead of just trying to cater to one of these categories, they're going to try to cater to all three of them, which is smart. I like that a lot. Feel the show like never before with DualSense haptics. Immerse yourself in catching, hitting, running and sliding with the DualSense controller. Face your friends on PS4, PS5, Xbox systems with cross-platform play. Play as all new legends. We will have some new legends in the game as well. So I think that's pretty much all that I wanted to cover that I have seen so far for MLB The Show 2021 that I can confirm as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Also hit the subscribe button if you like this kind of stuff. There's going to be more videos like this coming in the future. MLB The Show community, get excited. We're getting closer and closer to the game. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.